Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Champions League watch along. The Champions League is here. It's another Manchester club today. It's Manchester United against Bayern Munich. Actually, at the Allianz Arena, we are in Munich. It's going to be potentially a very long day for Manchester United. The question is, will they be able to weather the storm? The inevitable Bayern storm. Will they be able to hit Bayern on the counter-attack with Rashford and Højlund up top? That is the question. Hello, DR. How are you doing? Yadel says Bayern are definitely going to win infinity to nil. I hope that you are correct, matey, but we shall see what we see. I will be asking for your score predictions later. Kazoo, I love you too, mate. How are you doing? I will show off my beautiful top in a moment. My highly legitimate Japanese special edition top. But tell you what we shall do. Let's have a look at the lineups. So, this is Manchester United on the right, Bayern Munich on the left. No Thomas Muller in the starting 11 for Bayern Munich. He is on the bench. I don't think there are any notable absentees for Bayern, aside from the obvious one in Neuer, who is still out after his big injury from last season. Going to watch Arsenal PSV. DR, if you want to keep me updated with that, you're more than welcome to. That would be great if you could do that for me. United obviously have a lot of issues going on. Antony suspended, apparently. Didn't know that. Malacia is injured. Amrabat, Varane, Mount, Shaw, even Maguire and Mainu are all injured, and they are all out. So in terms of the actual starting team, Pellistri, the right winger, that's a breath of fresh air. I'm glad to see him start. I'm surprised that he didn't just start against Brighton. Instead, Bruno tries to do a weird diamond formation. Didn't really work out long term. So we assume it's going to be the more traditional thing. You know, Pellistri on the right, Rashford on the left, Højlund as the central striker, Eriksen assisting Casemiro in the midfield. There is a defensive injury crisis going on at United, but, you know, Johnny Evans does not have to be started yet. It's not gone that badly for them. And yet, it's not Muller starting for Bayern. It's Musiala. The youngster, really excited to see how he's going to perform. And obviously, Harry Kane. It's a shame that Mane didn't play, because then they could have had, you know, Maine, Kane and Sane. But alas, that did not happen, and we were denied such a beautiful coming together. Kane is going to finger blast these lot, says Kazoo. Hello, JH Blazer says United in the mud. TTV says, come on, United, United, United. Let me know what you think the score is going to be, TTV. In fact, everyone get your score predictions in. I'm sort of half tempted to predict a United win, to be honest. Whatever, TTV, no. In the chat currently, potentially. JH Play says 3-1 to Bayern. There is a little bit in the back of my head which says that United might nick this and get like a cheeky 1-0. I think for me, it's going to be one of those games where either United win with a cheeky counter-attack 1-0 or Bayern just absolutely decimate them. That's the question. But Kazoo, let me know what you think. And yeah, today's debate of the day is, who are the dark horses of the Champions League? Will we see any upsets in the group stages, do we think? Real Madrid just about got a last-minute winner against Union Berlin. But that was underwhelming performance from them, I think it's fair to say. You know, are they actually a main threat? Could they finish second in their group behind Napoli if they were struggling to beat Union Berlin at home? It could genuinely be a thing. In fact, let me just get all the Champions League fixtures up just so I can keep an eye on the score as we progress through today. Hello, Mo. Don't think this game will be very good. Says Mo, yeah, I realistically see it being counter-attacking Manchester United versus a Bayern side who absolutely batter them and have all of the ball. That remains to be seen. But it could go. You say it might not be very good, Mo, but it could be a case of Bayern doing absolute bits, but that remains to be seen. Yado, love that from you. Yes, the Discord server link has been fixed in the YouTube video description. It's also been fixed on the Discord. I will do it for us now. There we go. Perfect stuff. That is the Discord link if people want to join us. But there we go. Yeah, there we go. Join the server. Oh, I need to change it on the YouTube because that is the incorrect link. I say Haaland correctly. Where is the chat? That's a great question. Where is the chat? That is a great question. Where is the chat? I don't know. I've only just noticed that. Yeah, let me see if I can... Let me see if I can identify what the issue is. Hello, Jack. How are you doing? Is it in there? I mean, it should just be there, to be honest. Let's see if it pops up on another screen. No, it's just not working today for some reason. Interesting. I don't know why that's the case. But there we go. Yes, apologies, guys. The chat's not working for some reason unbeknownst to me. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong on my end. Like, it's all there. It should be visible. For some reason, it just isn't. But hey, I can see your comments, and that's all that matters. You got banned on Discord. TTV, what did you do, you silly Billy? I mean, the feature chat might still work. Let's see if that works. God, nothing is working. What is going on in the world? In this world of chaos. There we go. I mean, the feature chat still works. Just the, the normal chat doesn't work. I don't know why. It's nothing to do with me, DR, mate. It's all working on my end. It's clearly an issue with the chat provider. But there we go. United are weak, says Yaddle. Yeah, I mean, we had a look at their team before, and they are pretty... It's a pretty uninspiring starting 11, to be honest. Can't wait for LNobbins to say Foden somehow should have had 2 assists after the game, even though he didn't play. Mo, go look at his expected assists. It was like 1.5 or something mental. So, yes, he absolutely should have had, like, 2 assists in that game. He got 1 in the end, so we'll be having less of that. Good work, Jack, with those knob coins. Hello, Pooh. Exeter. What have Exeter done, Pooh? What have they been up to? Can't tell. Wait, what's that? United. Is that a different United kit? Move yours now. No. I still need to do bits and bobs. Oh, look at the little kids. They're so happy. How cute. Phone 10 big chances missed last 2 games. Spooky stuff. Shut up, Mo. That's just a lie. Paul and Ghosty. Yes, he got an assist, to be fair. 1.39 expected assist. There you go. How is 1.5 meant when he got 1 assist? DR, do you know how the expected stats work? Lost 9-0 to Reading. Oh yeah, of course, you're Seb, aren't you? Why can't you change your name to something with Seb in it? Because otherwise it's just going to confuse me. I won't watch the match for goals and that reaction. Sorry, I want to watch the match for goals and that reaction from Ten Hag. Well, Ten Hag, obviously, no, an assistant manager at Bayern under Pep Guardiola. Harry says 7-0 to Bayern. Expected stats are stupid. Okay, Jack, good for you. Got to wait 50 days. Okay, well, after that 50th day, Seb, change it to anything to do with Seb, and that would be ideal. That would be ideal. Holland, 4.3 XG across the last 2 games, but he scored 1. I might have scored more, to be fair. Yeah, but go look at the game weeks 1 to 4, and don't worry about that. As I say, he's getting his misses out of the way when the games don't matter. Anyway, this is about City. This is about Man United. Hello, Narmbread. How are we? How are we doing today? Get your score predictions in. Mo's gone for a 1-all. Hello, me Feist. How are we? United get bummed hard tonight if Tuchel doesn't play ISIS. But it's not... Is Tuchel even there? Isn't he, like, suspended or something? Something like that. Yado says 6-0. That's bold. Barca are the dark horses this year, says Mo. It's been a couple of... I mean, it's the last 2 seasons in a row where they've got knocked out of the group stage. So, it's good for them that they have got a really easy group. And, yeah, I think Barca will be up there as contenders. Bayern, City, obviously. I mean, Real Madrid. I mean, really, that Real Madrid side is one of the least inspiring and least scary Real Madrid sides I've seen in many years. It looks very, very average for the most part. As I say, I wouldn't be surprised if they finish second in their group behind Napoli. That remains to be seen. And then they might get, a Bayern, a City, or whoever. And Inter Milan. Harry Kane. England's own. Tuchel suspended, yeah, following his conduct versus City last season. He can hold that, can Thomas Tuchel? He can simply hold that. Little swine. But there we go. Madrid have won all their games this season, says Seb. Yeah, they have, but I've watched a lot of Madrid this season. And I think they've been pretty underwhelming, to be fair. The Real front six is unreal. Again, I don't know if I agree. Hoyland, Stinker, and Lema clamping the dinner lady. I might have to be there, says Jack. Mo says, realistically, this Champions League should be straightforward for City. And yeah, but to be fair, Mo, it should have been straightforward for City basically since Pep's second season. But we know that that's not really how the Champions League functions. That's why he gets playing Havertz in the Champions League finals. JH plays brilliant. Tuchel owns City. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, a total of 4.15 XG missed in 2 games. Yeah, that is mental for him. If with Bellingham, they'd be 40th. And even Bellingham, look, I think he's played well, but I do think that his performances are being a little bit overhyped, to be honest. I think he's scoring a lot of goals. You know, lots of good, what's the word? Getting into the right areas, lots of good poaching. But I don't know if I've been that... Obviously, I'm not saying it's been bad at all, but I just think that some people are sort of overhyping that. Hello, Jack Burns. Why do British people always say mental? What does that mean? It just means you're mad. There we go. The first half has begun in earnest. Hello, William. Don't worry, I've clicked the button at the right time there, Will. I've actually done it right that time. I have done it correctly. We would absolutely demolish that Real Madrid team. Yeah, definitely. I would be very confident that City would manhandle them, to be honest. That's why I really wanted them in the group stages. If they finished second in their group, I would love them in the round of 16. Because, I mean, on paper, football's not played on paper. That's all I can really judge it off. We would and should batter them. As long as Pepsi City will make the finals every year, so Seb. Well, I hope so. No, Narmbread, I don't want to. I simply don't want to. City have lost their bottle gene. They've done it once now. They've done it once now. See, Halves, I can sort of get on board with... oh, yeah, the chat's not working for some reason, Musty. Nothing to do with me. It's working on as far as I'm concerned. Just for some reason, it's not. Their featured chat's still working, though. So, you know, that's a thing. So I can, like, you know, pop people's messages on the screen. I don't know, Mo. Just get better internet, you idiot. It's nothing to do with me. De Zerbi to City. I would love that. You know, when Pep eventually leaves, he would definitely be on my shortlist. Would De Zerbi. I think that would be really fun. Lima. I do like the Audi sleeve sponsor. Speaking of kits and sponsorship, here's like one of my highly legal kits. You know, it's a Japan sort of... I mean, it's a great wave. I can't remember what the wave's called. Tsuyomi or something, I don't know. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I really like it. And the material and the quality is actually staggering. I can't believe that there's a... I can't believe how legitimate it is. Shut up, Mo. My laptop comes up to 8K. Streaming 8K, please. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Leroy! Oh, can you imagine if Leroy does well in this game? I'm so happy. No, not Tsunami. It's called it's the Great Wave of something or other. It's like a famous Japanese art. Jude Bellingham, by the way, showing up Hall and taking away the tapping crown. Yes, exactly, Will. Hello, Lyle. Antcliffe, how are you doing, mate? Let me know what team you support. Thought United's 21-22 kit. Then it's their weird sort of greenish white stripes. The Great Wave of Endo is that. Thank you, Narmbread. You have Musty, yes. That's the one. That is the Leroy Sané curse. But he's been doing absolute bits so far. You know, I've been told, according to people who watch more Bayern than me. On the right wing, interestingly enough, he's evolved. He was on the left at City, obviously. And has been operating more so on the right for Bayern of late. Oh, made it up. Narmbread, why would you make it up? As I say, it's called... I'm sure it's called the Great Wave or something. It's a famous Japanese artwork. Pretty sure. Oh, but there we go. Endo's Liverpool player. Yeah, I know, but I thought there was like a Forest or something. I don't know. Who's the captain? Is that Bruno? I thought it was Rashford for some reason. No, it is indeed Bruno. They try to pop it long, and immediately it is Rashford, and it'll be him up against Lima, basically, is going to be the story of the match, I feel like. Fair enough, Mo. Shut up, Jack. San is washed, says Seb. What the hell? I mean, he should get that afro back, to be fair. Doku is so fun. I haven't had that much fun watching a winger since Leroy, to be honest. You like this United kit? I feel like this United kit's a bit of a Marmite situation. Eriksen's in the box, and there you go. United should score. How on earth has that not gone in the back of the net? There was a tap-in, surely. Hello? How on earth has that not gone in? Twice. The second one, good save, but the first one? It's a really good ball by Eriksen. Comes off Upamecano. Actually, to be fair, Davis does well to put off Pelestri enough. And it's a good save by Ulreich. Ulreich? There we go. I mean, I feel like they're not going to get that many clear-cut chances tonight. Ultimately, it turned out to be good defending by Davis. Bayern already demonstrated potential frailties. Have you ever had peanut butter flips? I've not. Who's Pelestri? He's their right winger, Seb. He's a youth player. Doku makes me feel a certain way, says Jack. Absolutely. Absolutely. Imagine not being Doku sexual. Yeah, I love Jeremy. Leroy has been brilliant when I've watched. Actually looks very good centrally instead of just bumming the touchline. Yeah, I think, was it last season he was playing more as a sort of 10. And he's been operating a lot on the right of late. He's turning into Sterling. He can do all three. Well, Sterling couldn't really do the middle game, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh, Leroy. He's now more associated with Bayern Munich. I feel like he's playing more games for Bayern nowadays. Oh, Leroy. If only you could have been a happy lad at City. Yeah, it turned out to be a really good tackle interception by Davis. Davis? Do you and Miss Novice share a Spotify playlist? We do not. Narmbread. It's corner to United. Early on, Bayern being put under some decent pressure. Hoiling the aerial threat. Have you guys seen that thing? I think I may have popped in the Discord server. Hall and apparently has grown an extra inch in height. Doku for FPL. I need a City fan to tell me if he's going to get minutes. And Musty says, no one knows with Pep. Well, I would definitely put him in now because Grealish is still out. Bernardo's injured. So as currently, Doku is our only, winger. So he's definitely going to play against Forest. So that's probably a really good shout, as I say, due to those injuries. Davis running into trouble for no reason. It's a good tackle on Rashford. Oscar Bob, okay. A senior winger then. Grealish out for a week. Yeah, I'm just thinking of the Forest game. He'll definitely be playing. I can't help but give all the City players nicknames when I watch them on TV. Docs and Nunch. Is that Nunes? I normally call players by their first name. I normally say, Ilkay, Jack, Raheem, etc. Here's Leroy. Oh, my TV can't handle Leroy's dribbling. But he was offside. Glad the injuries are not for a long time, says Namba. Yes, hopefully players will be coming back. Pep Roulette's kind of stopped since we got Big Erling. Let me know if anyone else's connection is sort of spazzing a bit. Because mine's popping off. Mo says the scenario I had in my head was United early goal, Bayern batter them until they score around the 60th minute and it ends 1-0. That could be that nearly happened, Mo. That actually nearly happened. Can Haaland piss off? How does he score 36 goals and then get even bigger? Yeah, I'm pretty sure according to, this is according to one of the City in the Knows, the conditioning team are amazed that he's still growing, which shouldn't happen because I thought he stopped growing at 21. But apparently he's grown another inch. Maybe it's to do with his posture. I actually don't know. So allegedly he's now 6'5" rather than 6'4". Allegedly. You might be, Nambred. You might be. Mank tax. Mine's fine. Oh, fair enough. Oh yeah, obviously, guys. Internet's back. Just seemed to be out from sort of 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. Last night. Don't really know what was going on there. United get another corner, but we are back in business. Can't wait for No New Thing to blame this growth for his poor finishing. Well, I did a bit of a No New Thing yesterday because I was looking at Nunez's limbs. When we signed him, they said he was closer to 6'5" than 6'4". Well, he must be a solid 6'5" now then, Jack. Must he? What the hell? An inch in a different place. Nambred, it could be a thing. Whoever let De Bruyne be in the same team as 6'5" striker, yes. Arsenal are winning already, are they? Yeah, let me get the other matches up. I mean, that is a game I really expect Arsenal to win quite comfortably, to be honest. Real Sociedad are beating Inter Milan. The ghost of David Silva, even though he's not dead, but you know what I mean? He's like got an ACL injury. Oh, it finished 2-2 Galatasaray Copenhagen earlier. Galatasaray dropping points at home. United are probably going to be safe then. For me, there was a question mark of whether Galatasaray might come second in the group with their, you know, intimidating home atmosphere, but you can't even beat Copenhagen. Sorry, Jack, I can't, you know. Come on. Saka scored apparently, lovely stuff. Ball by Kane into Sane, but it's too much. Walker might be a good FPL option. He's basically playing as a winger. It's a good point, Mo. I still don't know if he'll get that many goal contributions, but he will play a lot, that's for sure. As a City fan, I hate to support Red Star, and they are from my country, says Bosk. How are you doing, mate? Sevilla also winning. What the hell? Sevilla versus Lorm. Rip Silver. I think United can make a deep run in the Europa League. Yeah, hold that. Hold that. Red Star goalkeeper was on fire. Yeah, I mean, his fist was on fire when he tried to punch that Alvarez free kick. That's for sure. Love that from you, Narmbread. Love that from you. There's like 400 people on the TikTok. You're on a dusty platform. Come over to the Twitch or YouTube instead. It's so much better. It's LNobbins on both platforms. The YouTube link's in the TikTok bio. On stink this season. Have they lost any of their key players, Jack, or what? What's that all about? What's that all about? What's occurring there? Evie, I'm over here, mate. You don't need to cry. I can hear him like meowing. It's like I'm talking. You can surely hear me. Why are you pining for me? So needy. I've lost a striker. This Saka goal will cover up another stinker. He's gonna drop. Yes, I will. Yeah. Oh god. Valid pet name Evie. Yeah, she's a cutie, but she just cries all the time. Even though she can clearly hear, it's like she always cries and mews at like 3 a.m. Even though even though like the bedroom door is open, and she just cries and brings her toys to us. It's like, what are you doing? Anyway, Bruno, that's a dangerous ball, is it? Oh, Davis. Good defending, and Palestriacci ends up fouling Davis. I'm just so talented, Seb, that's how. Well. He's still yet to evolve, indeed. The points about name wouldn't really have the same effect. How you doing, Mike? Welcome to the stream. I don't recognize your surname, Mike. Are you new here? No, Musty, less of that. My cat just always wants to go outside. Evie doesn't want to go outside. Even when like the door's open and I'm like, you know, taking out the bins, she's scared of going outside. Good. It's dangerous outside. You can't get hit by cars inside. Unless you really try really hard. Can my connection stop fucking up, mate? I don't care if there was a big wind. If you're in the oven, you'll overcook her. Let me know who you support, Mike. Evie eats leaf. She actually does, Narmbread. You're not wrong. Is it illegal to do sports betting out of betting places? Mike, I'm not going to give legal advice. Took it like a champ. What a cutie. What a cutie. So far, it's been... it's not been as one-sided as I thought it was going to be. I really thought Bayern were going to be... I really thought Bayern were just going to be going for it. You know, high press, not giving United an inch. But they've actually been pretty underwhelming so far, have Bayern? Because United are shit. I'd maybe argue United have been slightly better. Oh, good. Lovely footwork by Leroy. He's then fouled. Havertz is asked. Yeah, DR, if you could keep me updated on that game, that'd be great. Jolty on the best evolution. I do love... I did always pick Jolty on like red and blue and yellow. I actually know why cats do that. Apparently humans sleep deeply, so cats are restless because they think we are too unaware of any potential predators due to how deep we sleep. That's very cute, Will. So it's like a protection thing. But at the same time, does that theory account for the fact that Evie like brings us toys? Like she's got like this banana toy and she's always got it in her mouth and she always drops it at our feet or outside our door. So does it not just mean she wants to play or she wants attention? I like your explanation, but as I say, how do we account for the toy being included? Antonio Silva's been sent off. Oh yeah, he's an FM wonder kid. What an idiot. What an idiot. Who Benfica playing? Salzburg. They can hold that. Some of these groups are really stinky. I mean, you always have a stinky group in the Champions League. My cat brings mice. I'm glad mine doesn't do that anymore. Handball Zinchenko, but not given. Where's Owl when you need them? Again, Gen 5 Superior was always my starter of choice. Always my starter of choice. Jack, what? Jack says no way. In reference to what? Superior? I like Superior. I don't like the pig. What's it called? Embor. Nah, Superior's sick. It's also got the best hidden ability. Oh, anyway. Again, Bayern quite passive in the press. They seem to be playing, I think it's like a 4-4-2 without the ball. Musiala and Kane as the two strikers. They're quite content for United to have it. Oh, 1-0 Salzburg. Samurai. Samurai's a bit clapped, can't lie. Reguilon's such a weird signing. Upamecano, you reek of piss. Upamecano is one of the worst elite centre-backs I think I've ever seen, to be fair. Oh, I do not believe so. I think Evie doesn't give a fuck about the Predators and just wants to play. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if Evie was like so, you know, aware, as if like, oh my god, Predators. I think she's just a little knobhead. It is cute though. In the mornings, she purrs a lot, and a really heavy purrs, and apparently that's something to do with like because they're just happy that we're alive or something. Because it's something like cats obviously don't have our same sleeping pattern, so when they see us being asleep for so long, they think we're dead. Something like that. It's very cute either way. It's very cute. But there we go. Again, United's had more of the ball. Only 40%. It feels like they've had more. Do you think Bruno can lift up his girlfriend? What, like physically or emotionally? Bruno into Rashford. Upamecano puts a challenge in. That might actually just be a goal kick. Yeah, good tackle. Buying that pressing that highly feels like they only start it around the midfield. Yeah, they seem to be more than happy for United to try to build up from the back. I'm guessing they're relying on United not actually being able to do that. Conversely, United are pressing in Bayern's box. I do like high pressing football. It is very fun. Here's Lima. Rashford, good tracking back. Forces a bad pass by Lima. Well done, Marcus. Who's a knobbler? Evie. She needs to start paying rent. I swear down. All she does is eat and shit. Expect me to clean up after it. Why is Sevilla trying to qualify and not finish third? I don't know what they're playing at, to be honest. It's simply not good enough. Yeah, it's been a good night for the Spanish sides. Real Madrid won. Sevilla winning. Real Sociedad winning. Barca won yesterday. I didn't realise that Lazio's keeper scored in the 94th minute. We must have finished the stream before that happened. That's just hilarious to me. Big up Lazio. I think Tuchel's suspended. That's why, Musty. Cat's a cute little retard that never learns. Oh my god, she never learns. Oh, every time we have to shout at her for jumping on the kitchen surfaces. Oh, Rashford beat Lima far too easily there. He cuts inside. He's got to put the ball in. And I don't know if he put the ball in or tried to shoot, but it's straight to the hands of the keeper. Salzburg break record. They've won 2 penalties in 10 minutes. Wow. Jack. Biggest animal Evie can kill. Probably like a moth or something. She's killed a spider before. Apart from that, Bayern might not be that good. Yeah. I'm just looking at the team. I'm surprised Mazraoui isn't starting. I really liked him at the World Cup. This team, I feel like, it's only 17 minutes in, but just like the names that Bayern have got are very good names. Hello, Quinch, how you doing? Gnabry, Kane, Sane is a terrifying front three on paper. Musiala behind them, terrifying. Goretzka, Kimmich, to keep things ticking over. Yes, flawed in other ways, but, it's certainly with the ball, it's sensational. Kim was unreal at Napoli. Davis, at a time, was like the best left back in the world. The Upamecano, Lima, and Ulreich sort of bring it down, but Neuer, I think, will be back at some point. Reguilon gave the ball away. Here come Bayern. Goretzka, and terrible ball. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. My cat eats magpies. I hate magpies. The Lazio keeper that wears the shirt number 94, 1.94 meters tall, born in 1994, scored in the 94th minute. That's so funny. Both these guys are washed, says Jack. Absolutely, they can all hold that. Both these teams are shite. Yeah, sounds about right. Look, it's not 1999 anymore. Ain't no one care about these clowns. Where are Bayern in the Bundesliga? Are they still going to win it or what? Jack, tell me. Hello, Scotland. How are we doing, matey? If you are new, make sure to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a like on the stream. Really helps out. Upamecano. What a clapped footballer he is. I just can't get over how bad he was against City, to be honest. They're second on goal difference. Oh, who's top, Jack? Is it the mighty Dortmund? Leipzig and... no, it'll be Leverkusen, won't it? Xabi Alonso's team. Leipzig and Leverkusen are the two that look likeliest to challenge them. Well, here we go. Musiala's in behind, is he? We wins a corner. That's better. Dortmund are 7th, hello. You're doing good, excellent stuff, Scotland. Get your score predictions in if you haven't already done so. I'm going to reinforce my 1-0 to United, you know. I do like that Musiala's playing. How old is Musiala? Is he still a teenager? Or is he like Bellingham? Is he 20 like Bellingham nowadays? Can't remember if he's the same age or slightly younger than Jude. Goal for who, DR? Nana forced into a save from the cross, another corner. Arsenal winning 2-0. Got PSV reek. For once, Dortmund don't have a top 5 youngster, yeah. It's only 2 points between 7th and 1st. Ah, yes, early days, to be fair, Jack. Xabi Alonso or De Zerbi would love to be next Liverpool manager. You can't have De Zerbi, Quinch. I want him when Pep eventually leaves. Scotland says 3-1 Bayern. Trossard, what a shot. Hello, Toby. Why are you watching this stink when Arteta's dream team is balling? Because to be honest, Toby, I expect you to win that quite comfortably. Because it's PSV. That's why. How you doing though, Toby? Oh, he's older than Bellingham, is he really? So how old's Musiala? Is he 20? Let's do a scorer special. What does that mean? Ramsdale's going to come on as a tactical sub. Love that. Bring him on. Have 2 keepers on. Why not? Vibes. Don't even replace. Just alternate for vibes. Is that Mrs. Nobbins? Oh, it is. Okay. I thought Evie was popping off. Little knobhead. You're a little knobhead. United's lacking possession. Give it back to Bayern. This has been a sloppy game so far. Come on, boys. PSV had 2 good players and they both left. Gakpo and Sangari, yes, exactly. Gnabry, oh, should do better there. Martinez gets it away. Gnabry needs to bring his afro back. Can Gnabry and Leroy get their afros back, please? Saka goal and assist so far. What a dub for him. Just started uni this week, says Jack. Lovely. What are you studying, if you don't mind me asking? Something's wrong with the pressing structure. United getting past it too easily. Yeah. Bayern genuinely look like they've not bothered showing up. Yeah, it's been a pretty nothing game from them so far. And United will be more than happy with that. I'm sure they've, United going with all these injuries, they've been more than happy with a draw. I didn't know that, Narmbread, but thank you for that interesting fact. Yeah, they do look pretty nonplussed. This is one of those games that simply needs a goal. Can you repeat it, Scotland? He says something about a top scorer special, but I don't know what that means. Multimedia journalism, that's cool. I want to be a writer, writing a 6-part book series. What's the theme, Jack? What's the general overarching plot? Is it sci-fi? Is it horror? Is it mystery? Exactly, Mo. Exactly. Especially with all the injuries and the fact they just got pumped by Brighton at home. Realistically, Bayern should be looking at this as baby food. And yet. Fred, shut up. A mixed Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Oh, sick. Ah, so it's sort of like a fantasy fantasy genre in the sort of like with medieval vibes. I like the sound of that. Remember that Ulrich stinker against Real Madrid vaguely. He's saying 4-2, 4-2. Go 4-4 fucking 2. Do it, I dare you. I dare you. All Righteous United's only hope. I mean, you say that, but so far Bayern have been pretty shit. Oh, was it the tackle by Region? Yeah, he got shouted at, but it was just a telling off in the end. Oh, Lorne have equalised. Big up Lorne. They're in Arsenal's group as well, right? There's Kim. He pointed and he passed. He can do two things at once. I've not, Musty. Apparently, it's a really poorly written book. Like in terms of, like the sentences aren't very well constructed. Don't know who that is, Quinch. It's about powerful families going to war, so like Game of Thrones, but the main characters are on quests. That sounds good. Who's the hero and why is he based off me? Kim with a really weird back heel clearance which worked out. Why are there so many long balls in this game? This is Bayern Man United in 2023, not in 1999. It's a good point, Jack. Yeah, I don't know what that means, Scotland. What do you mean, like a top scorer? As in, like, who's going to be Champions League top scorer? I'll say Haaland. Shut up, Jack. Why do you know that about Mein Kampf? Because I know someone who has read it. How many GCSEs do you have? I don't know. Is it 13? Is that about right? I don't know. It's something like that. I can't bother counting them out. Oh, here we go. There's actually some space for Sane to run into, who's picked up a central position. Oh my god, why didn't you release it? Oh, this is all so laboured. Deary me. Less of that, Narmbread. No, not Gasky. Someone who I went to college with. No. No. Right, here's Harry Kane. That's a good ball. Into Lima. He's got Musiala in. He points where he wants it. He's not going to get it. It's a really weird cross to the... It was too deep, and it's going to be thrown in the end. What a shame. I have not, Musty. Yeah, this does stink. It's been a very low-quality game of football so far. There are three main protagonists in the book. Faulkner. Is that inspired by Pokemon, that's all? Lunara Faulkner. And Solrith Alwyn. I like that name. That's a very Lord of the Rings name. Yeah, that was a dusty cross. Again, a decent position, but all to waste. Oh, shut up, Namfred. Shut up. With Meccano trying to take on Hoyland. Come on, let's have some penetration here from Bayern. Do something interesting. Give it to Leroy, he'll do bits. Faulkner's a very forgettable gym leader, says Jack. Indeed, the only thing going for him is that he is first. How would he get a Pidgeotto at like level 8, though? Cheater. I suffer through 90 minutes of Madrid-Berlin, and this is how I'm rewarded with more shit football. Yeah, tell me about that game, Will. I'll catch up on it, but what were your thoughts on the game and the performances overall? Wouldn't base my character off of the crappy first show to gym leader affairs, Jack. Davis, take a shot. Oh, someone shoot, please. They're playing more down the Sane Region side, indeed. Hello, Kate. How are we doing, mate? The level curves are terrible. Oh, Leroy, have a shot. Onana is trash, man. He is a trash keeper. Oh, dearie me. This guy, man. Oh. They told me he was in the same tier as Edison and Allison. He gives me this shit. That is so funny. That is terrible. What's he doing? That is such an easy save, man. You do not make those mistakes, man. And it's Leroy's goal. Really, that should be an Onana own goal. That is embarrassing. Leroy Sané, the ex-City man, embarrasses Onana. That is so funny. Of course, the low-quality football, the first goal comes with a massive mistake. Terrible by Onana. Absolutely stinky man. Hashtag bring back David De Gea, says Musty, yeah. Oh my god. Need to see Don. Who is that Scampy boy and how you doing, mate? Who is that? Who is that Don lad? Hello, Little Fox. I'm doing great because you're here. Did I tell you, Little Fox, that fox is my favourite animal? Well, one of them anyway. If I could have any animal as a pet without consequence, I would have a fox. Question for the chat. If you can have any animal without consequence, you know, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it eating you. You don't have to worry about the mess. You don't have to worry about the food. You don't have to worry about the cruelty. What would you have? My brother's a United fan. Literally anything he says, I'll go, yeah, well, treble win is true, Jack. Yeah. Where's your 21st century treble? That's the question. A chimpanzee, Jack. That's a good answer. I'd have a bear. What kind of bear, Bosk? Polar, grizzly, brown, black? A tiger. Tiger's a good answer. Tiger would also be up there. I love to see how they'll defend him. I mean, that is just terrible. That's just embarrassing. Oh, God. Oh, red panda. That's a great answer, Jack. Yeah, I love red pandas. Or even a normal panda. Oh, dear. That is so funny, man. Hilarious. Not had the best start to his United career. Should have given away a penalty on his debut. Questionable shot stopping in the Arsenal and Brighton games. Bro hasn't even seen his club beat Yokohama Marinos. Yeah, exactly. Is Davis up against Palestri? That's a bit of a mismatch. Albert Davis falls over. I live in a rural area and my neighbour has a bear. What? What? Madrid's system actually smells. Union Berlin were just scared of the big occasion. Eventually Madrid threw on some attacks and spread the pitch wide, and they deserved the win. Fair play. Who was the best player on the night, would you say? It's a good point, Jack. That's a good point, Jack. Big up Bosk, the Bosnian. Big it up, big it up. I'm a Serb living in Bosnia. Fair enough. Thank you for correcting me. Right, 30 minutes played. A terrible error has resulted in a goal. No way that goal should ever go in. Yeah, here we are. A pet giraffe would be cool, yeah. Have a little ride. Definitely have a fox. A fox is like a wild cat and dog combined. Foxes are so cute. I love foxes. There's this account where they've like saved foxes from fur farms and they have them as pets and they're so sweet. They like the way they like sort of like squeal with happiness when they get stroked. It's so lovely. United battering incoming, says Jack. I said the game needed a goal. Maybe this will, you know, wake Bayern up. To be fair, and also might mean United not able to rely so much on a counter. Good tackle by Kimmich. I don't know how he got that ball. It's sort of a double tackle. Good interception by Martinez though. Upamecano nearly getting caught out by Rashford, dear me. Oh, in London, people have foxes that come for food every night. Foxes are just weird as someone with a sticker to want. Yeah, it was Leroy Sané, little fox, who scored. However, it was mainly due to Onana's terrible goalkeeping. It was a really simple catch, to be honest. And it went under him. Terrible. I'd go with Modric. Shout out to Avers cameo because he was class. Fair play. Musiala's in the United box. He's done well there. Gnabry, and that's a second goal. And this could get really, really bad for Man United. The first goal was gone in. United actually, I thought, probably were better up until that goal. It's not looking good, mate. Musiala's absolutely destroyed Bayern there. He's absolutely destroyed him. Lovely work. Gnabry with the goal. Oh, do you have a Maine Coon kitten? Oh, they're so gorgeous. Lovely work by Musiala. Beats Dalot. Gnabry, simple enough finish. And on self-confidence for the match is gone. Does Musiala get a bit lucky away from Dalot? Little bit, but it doesn't matter. Finds Gnabry. Bam. Through Martinez's legs, actually. It gets a little bit fortunate with the deflection. But it's a really good finish by Gnabry. Life is good right now, says Jack. I thought Onana was a bit dodgy in the Champions League final as well. Yeah, right. Weird revisionism with... We've talked about this before. Really weird revisionism with the Champions League final. First half, Onana was crap. It was only really when a goal down that Onana then, you know, had to come out and actually play make and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, and then all that the highlight reels came out. It's like, yeah, I'd expect him to, you know, be more assertive, to be fair. His team are losing 1-0. She's 11 weeks old. That's so cute. Goodfellas, Little Fox. That's my favourite film. No, you know what I mean, Musty. Musiala destroyed United. That Onana found the most overrated. It is. It actually is. As I say, first half, he was borderline poor. Bloody cars. I think he saved that Haaland one, to be fair, Musty. Oh, United are in behind. Oh, it's actually a really good cross by Reguilon, but Palestri was not there. Hello, Hots Hits, who says, this is funny. It absolutely is. There's no way United scoring 3. Yeah, surely not. Surely Bayern won't capitulate. What's T2? Shut up, Seb. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, that's the one, Musty, yeah. Edison was unreal in that Champions League final. Absolutely unreal. Passing was questionable in the first half. Oh, I love Terminator 2. Right, I've wanted to show Mrs. Nobbins that film for years and years and years. It's just never on Prime or Netflix. The first one was. We watched that, but I love Terminator 2. I can hear the Homelander theme coming from my Man United brother's room. Oh, God. Homelander, what a knobhead. I agree, Seb. I agree. Leroy Sané. That first pass that went way over, out. Yeah, exactly. I think that was just early nerves, to be fair. I think City were nervous in that first half, especially. The only thing I can really think of that we created was that De Bruyne pass into Hall, and apart from that, nothing really happened. The fans were nervous, I tell you that. I thought, you know, obviously we sang a lot and stuff, but it wasn't as much singing as I thought we were going to do, especially in that first half, because we were just so nervous. The main actor for Terminator 2, Arnie. You do underplay his Champions League influence. He accurately clipped his team in behind multiple times. Yeah, second half, fine, Will, but people are acting as if it was the best final ever. As I say, first half, he was borderline crap. He misses into a mushy rom-coms. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those. Hello, Pugsley Pug. How good were the 2 Bayern goals? I can't watch the game. The first goal was terrible goalkeeping by Onana. Leroy shot outside the box. Should be dealt with easily. Wasn't. And then the second goal, Musiala doing Dallo, getting a bit fortunate with the deflection. And then a really good finish by Gnabry. Do I miss the World Cup? Not really. To be fair, I didn't like how it was in the middle of the season. That upset me. Cheers, Bruno. Windows gone. Edison was miles better than Nana in that final. Absolutely, Musty. Absolutely, he was. No worries at all, Scotland. Bit unlucky. Maybe, yeah. I mean, up until that point, I thought United just about edged it, but if your keeper makes a silly mistake, it's a thing. With the way Onana's going, there's a chance United are going to get relegated. Well, I definitely think they 5th is the absolute highest position they can realistically aim for. Oh, I thought Højlund was going to score from that, but no, out. It's just Onana real head rather than Maguire in net. He would get his big head on in the way, to be fair. What about the 2020 Euros? Oh, look, I love international tournaments in the summer. Yeah, I loved the Euros. Nice shot, Bruno, yeah. You can hold that, honestly. Yeah, it's really... in fact, it's next year, isn't it? It's actually... Isn't that bizarre? It's next year. At the end of the season, it's the Euros. How weird. Yeah, I prefer the Euros as well. And not just because England did better in it. Because I'm sorry, it's not working for some reason. Don't know why. Don't know why. What happens if they find someone big enough to fill the whole goal? I mean, how would that even be physically possible? I did like Euro 2020. There was some really good games there. Some really good fixtures. Late years, yeah, but it was in the summer, Kazoo. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it, because I like it when there's, football from, 10 in the morning to, 8 p.m. I'm all about, watching 3 or 4 games a day. 3-0 Arsenal. Damn. PSV are getting absolutely pumped. Fair enough, Will. That is fairs. That is fair. Is your internet okay, by the way, Will? Mine seems to be all sorted now. I don't think Maguire's Premier League worthy. I think he's sort of like, you could sort of like, you know, mid-table to upper mid-table is probably his level, I'd suggest. Hot says United fans actually slagged off Pickford. Now they would have anything to have Pickford. They'd give anything to have Pickford. It was a silly mistake, but you know, all jokes aside, I do think Onana will be a net positive for United. But I mean, you've got to save those simple shots. We are qualifying for the Euros. You actually are. I mean, you're top of your group right now, aren't you? Onana perfect as centre half. Then we'll see that Ederson, that cheeky little Ederson flick yesterday. That was so funny. Pep just had his head in his hands. Hello, Luke says, can't believe we are 2-0 down. Unfortunately, it was a big Onana error that's caused this. I'm back in Newcastle, switched it back on at 1 AM, and it last night when I was home, excellent stuff. True, Jack, true. True. You've seen it 500 times. It's one of those, you can just watch it forever and ever and ever. Yeah, score updates. It's 0-0. Braga Napoli still 1-0 Sevilla Lorm. Real Sociedad beating Inter 1-0. Arsenal beating PSV 3-0. Benfica, red card and losing at home to RB Salzburg. Who is Onana? A fraud. Trapped, that's who. He's simply a fraud. That's happened when England got beaten Euro 2020. I bet you were. I wasn't. Onana will definitely not get another doping ban the way he's playing, that's for sure. Oh dear. It's time you watch a serious team play football. But Toby, I'd rather watch United lose. The streets are saying Onana's conceded 10 goals from 13 shots on target. Is that real? Or is that just what the streets are saying? And are these the same streets that lied about Perisic's age? Trossard Ballon d'Or run starts now. Do I see Inter win it? What, this individual game? Big up Real Sociedad, man. Big them up. If they had David Silva, they'd be winning 2-0. In my youth, I was a youth. I think it was Wordsworth who said that. You don't know how much shame you feel after conceding a stupid goal. And now I'm a right wing. Now you got to score the goals. And that's a fraud, says Luke. Brilliant. How's Kane playing? He's been very absent. Is that the term that you'd use? Apart from that, he's done what? Oh wait, speaking of though, he could get a goal here. Oh, I thought Musiala was going to find him. I remember like one pass he did, which was quite nice to. No, it went out of play, didn't it? Can't really remember him doing too much. Gnabry tries to find Davis. Nope. United can clear. Bayern have been a much more dangerous offensive threat since the goal. How? Oh, Will, tell me more. Tell me more. What's that bet? Kane's not scored yet. Serious question. Are you related to the guy on TikTok who does the what's that fucking necessary Prem Kit series? I'm not, Jack. I don't know who that is. I don't know, Kazoo. It's a weird situation. Brighton to win Europa. I'd love that. He did set up Sané's goal, did he? I don't even remember that. I guess that's how like much I like didn't even rate that as a potential chance. It was like when I didn't realize Foden scored, assisted yesterday. I was like, wait, you got the assist? Oh, okay. What are your Champions League fantasy points? I don't play Champions League fantasy. I've just not. Tell me more, Will. Hello, Darren. He said, I've got my full Man United kit on with Darren. Hopefully, for your sake, that leads your team to victory. Every United player's out of the game now, especially Onana. Yeah, they just need to regroup at half-time. This cannot become an embarrassment for them. Real money. Big it up, boss. Big it up. United will be better with Rooney in net. What's Rooney doing nowadays? Is he... He's obviously managing Derby for a time. Is he still managing or is he out of work? He's still 0-0 in that game, Scotland. Butcher is a hilarious nickname. Yeah, it's like one of the least appropriate nicknames I think I've ever seen. You can't be called the Butcher as a centre-back and like concede 7 goals in a game against your arch rivals. You just can't do it. DC United, is that right, Jack? I don't know. Musiala in United's box. He's got Lima on Leroy. There's just too many green and white shirts in the box for Bayern to break them down. Pop it into Harry. Also, Getafe, they can hold that. The lamp's underneath me, Scotland. He is managing DC United. Thank you, Jack. Pop the ball in, lads. Pop it in. Heard that one before. Hoyland, good hold-up play. Comes to Rashford. Doesn't know where to go. He's confused. Goes backwards. Martinez is a class, but it's a team around him. He plays with Lindelof and Maguire. For the Arsenal game, Saka shot on target. Luke de Jong 2 shots. Whoever that is, a tackle. God, that is a lot. Is that how much did you put on to get 31? Was that like 31-1 or something? Thank you very much, baby. I love you. Thank you very much. Mrs. Nobbins has presented me with another feast. What I have, guys, is... straight. All right. What I have, guys, is I have salmon, I have peas, and I've got egg fried rice. This looks lit as hell. Why is Rashford so poo? Just stinks of piss, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? He simply stinks of piss. This looks gorgeous. 45th. Wait, what? Of course. Oh, yeah, guys. It's almost as if it's a normal human function to eat food. Leroy cuts in. Oh, I thought that was in, you know. It is, yeah. It looks really nice. The salmon in particular looks gorgeous. I've no idea, Bosk. I don't know. Yeah, Leroy nearly scored a wonder goal there. Cut inside, curled. Oh, so close. Nearly a third for Bayern Munich. 6.5-1. A better tenner. Boom. Oh, a cash out. Ah. Will, keep us updated on that and see if you could have won more money. Oh, Napoli beating Braga 1-0. Thank you, Jack. Who scored? Oh, because of the Glazers, Jack, indeed. It was the Glazers' fault that Onana fumbled that shot. Di Lorenzo, decent. Bosnian internet laws are non-existent. Huge. Yeah, Will, that's a big L. That's a big fat L. As I say, keep us updated. See if your bet would have come in had you not cashed out. Di Lorenzo is a great name. I don't like the base Ten Hag's built. Literally every team's getting more physically dominant. He's got this 5'9" midget, 31-year-old Casemiro, and the fidget spinner as his big signings. Yeah, massive question marks need to be asked, I think. My cup of tea is clear of your salmon. Whoa! Don't insult salmon, guys. It's delicious. LC Dallo getting 2 tackles. Has he even got 1 yet, Will? Or is it like 2 more from now? The best bit of salmon is the skin. No cap. That fried rice is delicious. The secret, guys, is MSG. Secret is MSG. Yeah, he's not getting into tackle segment, is he, Will? I think that's a good cash out from you. Yeah, Mo, it's interesting, isn't it? He's building a really physically imposing team. Must he stop? Can't wait to get baited by woman striker. Brilliant. He could have tackled Musiala, but that double deflection led to the goal. Indeed, he could. Hello, Tiaba says that was painful indeed. It's not been a good first half for Man United. Really bad goalkeeping. Yeah, the skin's the best bit of salmon. Yeah, guys, let's head over to the knob, but phone in.
Let's go. This is your radio. Your station.
Boom. Guys, keep your comments in the chat coming. Keep your thoughts coming. I don't like smoked salmon, to be fair. We are going to the Noblet phone in. As I say, don't stop your comments. Keep them coming in as we chat to my lovely Noblets about the football and that sort of stuff. Jack, I know, right? Let me just drag in some of my lads. There we go. If any other Noblets want to join the chat, hop into the stream queue so I know that you want to chat. In fact, I might need my Noblets to do quite a bit of talking for me whilst I enjoy my salmon. I'm joined by Will. Hello, Will. Great. I'm joined by DR. Hello, DR.
Hello.
I'm also joined by Will. Hello, Will. Brilliant.
Yeah, nice.
I'm joined by Mo. Hello, Mo.
Hello.
There we go. I'm also joined by Will. Hello, Will. This guy, man. This guy.
Wait, give me a second.
And also, Musty says, can you roll your R's, Will? We're also joined by Liam. Hello, Liam. Right, this is outrageous.
Right, that's definitely.
What is
Right,
Liam
hello.
doing? There we go. We got Will.
I'm here.
Lovely.
I'm here.
In the first instance, Will, Musty says, can you please roll your R's?
That's not happening. That's not happening enough.
Oh, fuck.
Did I miss something in the server earlier?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't roll ours.
LNobbins, can you roll your R's?
No.
Okay.
Because you're English.
We're not dirty foreigners, that's why.
Brilliant. If you want to join the call, guys, and get loads of other benefits and perks, you've got to be signed up as a Noblet to the Patreon. The link is there if you want to support your boy.
Don't do it.
Liam, you literally
No,
do
come
it,
on.
mate. You literally do it, mate.
It's a scam, guys.
Pugsley says, I know cats who can roll their R's better than people who can roll R's really well. Brilliant. Yeah, I can't roll my R's, to be honest. Wait, Dial, was that you?
No.
What
Mo,
the fuck was that?
Mo, roll
Oh, that
your
was-
R's, mate.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
What? No, do it right
Oh, no,
now.
come on, you
Yeah,
can't.
No.
Come on, perform.
No.
Perform.
No.
Perform.
Do it, bitch.
Jack says, why is DR purring?
Shut up, mate.
Right,
That
okay.
was like.
Okay, Will, do you have a lot to say?
No, not really.
Yes, you do. Thanks, mate. I need you to talk while I see my salmon, so go.
I just think.
Maybe about the game we just watched. We're watching the United game.
I wasn't much to say. Bayern don't deserve to be 2-0 up, I guess. They scored 2 shots. Onana stinks. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's good analysis. Love that from you. Mo, you've also been watching the game. Do you concur with Will, or do you think it's a fat fraud, and do you want to disagree?
No, I don't really disagree, to be honest. United were playing relatively well before Onana shut the bed, but after that their heads dropped and Bayern didn't need to do much else.
Is there a way back, or is this the end of it?
They really like Bayern's performance before the goal. They really think they were that good. But is there a way back? No. But well, realistically, they're only going to score on the counter, and for them to get 3 counter goals, I think Bayern will score at least like 5 more before. So.
Tayab says, who's obviously a United fan, I just blame Onana, Lindelof, and Dalot, and Rashford. I love how I just blame, and then you proceed to name
The whole
like,
team.
nearly half of the team. Yeah, like
Yeah,
over a third of the team.
Players, I can tell a couple of players have been dropping stinkers. Well, obviously Onana. Dalot's not been good. Casemiro has been absolutely non-existent, which is not good for a DM. But actually, the attack has been playing good.
Look, I know he's young, but what the fuck is Pellistri doing on the pitch? He is terrible.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
He
he's
is
not been,
horrific.
he's not been great.
I think that's
But Bayern,
just out
what's
of
happened
injuries,
in
to be fair.
What
But
about
couldn't they just do the
Denmark?
diamond?
Maybe Ten Hag saw the diamond, saw that it got exposed by Brighton, and was like, I ain't doing that shit.
Just gotta have put Bruno out there and then bring on McTominay after. Pellistri is terrible.
William, you can't complain about narrow formations earlier this day with Real Madrid that didn't say, oh, they should play a narrow. Pick one, mate.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
the difference is the difference is that United can put Bruno out there or something. You don't have to play Pellistri. I'm sorry, Pellistri is terrible.
Liam,
no, yeah, I would play another week.
Liam, in a William accent, I want you to say, Pellistri shouldn't be on the pitch. Pellistri's terrible.
We'll say that first, and I'll mimic it, because I can't do it otherwise.
Okay. Pellistri shouldn't be on the pitch. Pellistri's terrible.
Pellistri shouldn't be on the pitch. Pellistri's terrible.
That is
No,
fucking
that's-
atrocious.
No, he doesn't even have an accent though.
He's got like a really, he doesn't really sound that northern. I can't do it.
Oh, what a shame. Well, Liam's let us all down. What a swine.
Please let us all down. Shut up.
Tayab says Palistри's literally kept Davis quiet. He's been all right. Probably would have preferred Garnacho, but it's Palistri first start in about
Wait, did I
2
just hear
years.
Palistri kept Davies quiet? Davies a left back. What do you think his job is? His job isn't to keep Davies quiet.
It's the other way around, mate.
Yeah,
It's the other way.
Davies has kept Palistri quiet. That's not. I've never heard anyone say a right winger has kept a left back quiet. That's just strange.
Yeah, it's hilarious statement. Anyway,
There we DR, have you been watching the game? I need to be watching the Arsenal game. What's been happening there?
have you been watching?
Mo, what the fuck was that?
Arsenal PSV.
Mo, that was so bad.
Oh, you're one to talk?
No, Liam, you
No
can't
one
talk.
to
Fucking
talk.
idiot. Okay,
Shut
that
up.
was terrible. That was worse. That
I'm
was...
sick of your accent.
Right, okay, DR, do a Liam accent.
Well, Liam, say something.
Hmm.
Taking your time.
No,
Okay.
Alright.
you just got to do it.
Yeah, LNobbins, I'm not gonna lie. This has been a great, great fun.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the game.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I wanted
This-
to talk about the game,
guys
man.
talking about accents.
That was
Brilliant.
terrible. That was terrible.
Oh, great stuff. Right, okay, DR, talk to me about the game then.
Fuck.
Basically, like molestation. Like they've been molesting PSV.
Why the fuck are
right.
you watching that?
Why not?
What
Declan Rice
boring
and that.
fucking bastard you are. Why are you watching
Declan-
Arsenal?
Mate, it's been better than this game apparently because there's more goals.
I think this game's been interesting, to be fair. It's been shit quality, but I think it's been an interesting game, in fairness.
No.
No, stop trying to gas this game up. It's
I
absolutely.
don't even think. I don't even think I'm going to watch the second half, man. It's been terrible. Shut the fuck up.
Oi, don't allow it.
Also the stream has been terrible. Why can't I change the quality? Why isn't the chat there? What the fuck are you
This
doing?
guy's eating salmon skin. What quality
He's
is that?
eating on stream. What is this quality, man? What did I sign up for? What the fuck
You
is
signed
this?
up for ASMR, mate.
We didn't sign up.
Alright.
Sign up for ASMR, mate.
That's cap.
That's why nobody does it for no point.
Hello, Alec, who says Manchester is blue, England's blue, Europe is blue, and lots of shark emojis. Lovely stuff. Alec, how are you doing, mate? Leonidas says Europa League for Man United again? Question mark. I think they'll be very happy that Copenhagen got a
Wait,
draw
LNobbins,
against them.
Can you talk in a many accent? A Manchester one.
Shut up. Bosk
We'll
says,
do it.
Bosk says, how much is a season ticket for a VIP at the Etihad? I have no idea. Do you mean in the box? I have no idea.
Yeah, nobody knows because he's a damn Tory and can't afford it.
Guys,
Anyway.
What,
so
Liam?
this is a football phone in. Come on.
Come on, Liam.
Declan
Come on,
Rice
Liam.
has
Bring
been
us back
shit.
then.
Wait, Liam,
Well, no,
have you watched the game?
Can I direct
Liam,
him
have
to-
you watched the
I'll
game?
bring you back.
Will wants to
bring
say
you back,
something.
guys.
Oi, Will wants to say something. Don't interrupt
I'm
William.
I'm reading the chat, and I swear to God, if you just read what Tayab's saying, he is talking about a right back. I've never seen anything like this. He is a right
What did he
winger.
say?
Davis is just known for bombing forward. Palestri has done relatively well stopping that. Davis hasn't bombed forward.
I've not seen
yes.
one thing about how
Well
Palistri's
done.
done anything going forward, and he missed
Yeah, how about-
the biggest
how about
sitter
doing
I've ever
something
seen.
on
They
the
should be
board?
1-0 up, and Palistri should have put it over. He's been terrible.
Yeah, he can hold that.
Yeah, let's just say if Palistri or Eriksson scored that goal and Onana didn't shit the bed, it would have been a different game. Very different game.
And Liam, what was it you wanted to say?
I wanted to say that Manchester United are shit, and it should be like 4-0 to Bayern. And I just want to, how all summer all they've said about is, well, you're playing on Thursdays. Fuck off. I don't care if we're playing on Thursdays, you little retards. Yeah, we're playing. Who are we playing tomorrow, Mo? Lask.
Alright.
Lask
Who the
away.
fuck are Lask?
Lask
How
away.
do you not know Lask?
Lask are clearly Manchester United's level.
Right.
We should be playing this game right now, but it doesn't matter because I'm sure we'll meet Manchester United in round of 16 or whatever of the Europa League when they get grouped.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
And I just want to tell Ted to suck his mum as well.
Did anyone see Matt Goldbridge predicted the Man United to win the Champions League?
Yeah, I did.
Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? Oh gosh.
Right, can I say
realistically-
something?
Yes,
No,
DR.
you can't.
Yes, you can, DR. What do you want to say?
Right. So we're all talking about how Man United are shit. One of us drew to Sheffield Wednesday yesterday. Two of them are playing Lask away tomorrow, and me is playing a Greece team at home tomorrow. So I don't think we should be calling Man United shit.
Yeah, but what was the time when Borough played United last? What was the score?
I don't care about the Carabao Cup, mate.
It was the FA Cup.
Can you just
Nobody
remind
cares
me?
about that anyway.
Can you just remind me of United's record this season? Because like I seem to remember them losing 4 games and
Wait, Nobbins,
whatever.
can you give us your tactical analysis of this very in-depth, exhilarating game so far?
I could, but I don't want to.
Yeah, shut up, Mo.
Yes, because
I was too busy eating my salmon like a fat fuck.
of course you do. Of course you're eating your fat
Oh, God.
nugget.
You
Salmon have
cannot
you
say
eaten,
that,
mate?
mate.
You've been eating it for ages.
DR,
Let's talk about weight ever.
just on DR's thing,
Liam,
just
no one was
because
talking to you, you fat prick.
just because Will supports Borough who aren't good
how many
doesn't mean
rolls
that
you
he
got?
can't say another team's bad if they are bad.
Mo, count your rolls.
He's not saying Borough are better. He's just saying they're bad.
Borough's manager was United's interim for two games. mate.
Yeah.
Right.
He won them all.
It's not. I don't think Will's saying that. Oh yeah, Borough are
No,
better
he
than
didn't
Man
win them all,
United,
he
is he?
No, I am. Borough are much better than Man United.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, look.
I don't really get the point because you're saying I can't call United shit because we're playing Europa League, but aren't we second in the league or whatever?
Or whatever.
But yeah, whatever.
And
you
have
acting
we
like
have
you
we
don't know
lost
what
a
you are.
game like at all? No. And they've lost 3 out of 5.
Chaps,
They are
we're going
shit.
to head over to the second half now. I would like final score predictions,
Right.
please. Starting with
Can
DR.
I just say, United were shit last season. They lost like 4-0 to Brentford and 2-1 to Brighton, and they still finished higher than Liverpool. So
Well
I don't
done.
know
They
if you
also
should be talking right now.
They also finished higher than quite a lot of teams.
So what's the
But
final
can you remind me the
score?
score when they went to Anfield, dear? What's the score?
Oh no, man! Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up,
yeah,
Liam.
yeah,
Cares.
and now he's
cares,
Champions
Liam.
League.
Oi, what's the
Nice
DR?
Champions
What's the
League
final?
placement, mate.
What's the
DR,
final?
No one answered
Oi,
him.
what's the
No
final
one
score
answered
going to
him.
be?
Final
stop
score
yapping.
is
Answer it. Answer it.
for
Answer
the
it.
Yo.
first
Answer it.
time at Anfield.
Shut up, yo.
Come on, you Irons.
Okay, Mo, what's the final score going to be?
Yeah, Liverpool went 3-0 at Anfield later on Saturday.
Shut up, mate.
Okay, Liam, what's the final score going to be?
For what game?
Any game you want, mate.
Okay. Liverpool West Ham is going to finish 4-0 to Liverpool, and we're smacking Lask 6-0 tomorrow.
And finally, Will.
No, you
William,
won't.
Final
William,
score
can you
predictions.
give us? William,
I've
can
got
you give us a
contacts
date?
at Man United, so I've set up a friendly. Middlesbrough versus Man United on Friday. We're winning 3-1.
Huge.
William, can you give us a date on when Bono are actually going to win a game
right?
and not be last anymore?
Friday. Coming up.
Who?
We're going to beat United.
Thank you guys so
Okay.
much
Yeah,
for joining me. I will see you
Shut
all
up,
in
mate.
the. I'll see you all in the Twitch chat later. Goodness me. Second half's kicked off. Again, if you want to get involved in those chaotic phone-ins, you can sign up to the Patreon. Leonidas asks, have you watched City's Champions League journey 2011 to 2023? I've not. Is that like a video on their YouTube channel or something, Leonidas? Yes, Will. It was much better, actually. It was much better. What has changed, William? What has changed? I don't like Ten Hag's head. It upsets me. We didn't even discuss it last time, Jack, so that's why I haven't changed it, because I don't even know if anyone even answered it. Ginger Ninja, Man City fan, hello, Tom. How are you doing, mate? I kept it the same because we didn't even discuss it last time. Ah, yes, that'll be a while then, Will. Easy upgrades, easy upgrades. We love to see that. Right. Yeah, second half. Can Bayern Munich keep it tight? Can they make it even worse for United? That's the question. It's sort of similar to the Brighton game where United were on top and then they concede a goal and then they sort of shit the bed. I'm happy that Leroy scored against the Red Shites. Me too, Tom. It's Kazoo, less of that. Salzburg are the dark horses. Tell me more, Jack. Why? They are beating Benfica, to be fair. Sociedad says Tab. Now, if only they had David Silva. No, we talk about a variety of things. You guys dictate the conversation, not me. Vieira. I do like Vieira's head. That's a good shout, Musty. Is Bruno in behind? Oh, it's really well defended by Kim. That's how United work. Once we concede one, another one goes in. Yeah, it was just the speed at which the second was scored. It's really good defended by Kim. Very brave because Bruno gets his foot in the way. Good work by Kim. He's been solid so far, I feel like. Obviously, a high-profile move from Napoli. Mo, say it now. Yeah, I do like round heads. Like Carl Pilkington and his little round head. In fact, here he is. Alright. Alright. Carl. Any other goals so far? It's still half-time in Braga Napoli. I'm guessing there was a lot of added time going on there, unless my thing just hasn't updated yet. Harry Kane. If Kane could do something, that'd be nice. Well cleared by Kim. Although it's a Rashford now. Højlund takes a shot and it's gone in the back of the net. It took a bit of a deflection, but United are back in this game. Højlund with his first goal for Man United. It comes at the Allianz Arena. I also love Carl Pilkington, Will. There we go. An early goal in the second half. Yeah, Bayern just could not clear their lines for some reason. It was good work by Rashford. Højlund, I feel like Højlund shouldn't be able to score from there, to be honest. There's so many bodies around him. Does take a deflection off Kim. Maybe that's the reason why. Zach, thank you so much for following the Twitch. Not offside, Tom. Took a deflection, which confused the keeper. It was a big deflection, to be fair. But there we go. It is game on. It's game on. And yeah, this has not been the best Bayern Munich performance, to be honest. Oh, that is really good by whoever that was. Into Leroy. He's got Musiala running. That's such a bad ball, Leroy. Musiala nearly scored from a deflection corner. I've got the chat to audio only, so look, I can't see your face anymore. Mo, what the hell? It's not very nice. What's the score? You can see it in the. You can see it there, mate. It's 2-1. Yeah, that was a really poor ball by Leroy in the end to Musiala. Should have done better. 2-1 though. Bayern still in the lead, but obviously they've lost that cushion. No, that's fair enough. Oh, look, at least you're honest. Kimmich, ball in. It's a deep one to Upamecano. They want a handball. You're not going to get that, mate. No, just a throw in. Referee says no, mate. Piss off. Was Højlund indeed scored for United? Yeah. Sometimes I also choose to listen to teams because right, Kazoo. This has to stop. You can't give that for a handball. It's far too close. Far too close. I've been incredibly moved by Højlund. Yeah, I think he started his United career well, Will. I thought he played well against Arsenal when he came on. I know the ball went out of play, but I thought it was a good finish for that, non-goal against Brighton. I think it's been good. They're taking a look at it, but there's no way that's going to be given. It's far too close. Far too close. Surely not. There's no way they should be given. Wow, he's been told to go and look at it. That probably means penalty.
VAR checking decision.
I can't quite believe that, to be honest. I mean, I remember an equally ridiculous one against Otamendi in the Champions League a few years ago. Yeah, the Champions League have got a different bar for handballs, I'm sure. I don't know how you can give that, to be honest. I can't believe that. I was going to say I noticed a lot of goals against United so far have been runs from behind. And he's given the penalty. Wow.
VAR check complete.
Boom. Done. It's actually a penalty. Yeah, I was going to say, no, a lot of goals against United have been runs from behind. And the Gnabry goal today, Casemiro is carrying a lot of responsibility. He's not up to it. He can't do it on his own, can he, clearly? He needs that sort of Amrabat next to him to hold his hand. Harry Kane's going to get his goal. No idea how that's been given as a penalty personally. And now, I mean, if they score, the only talking point and story, Kane is taking it. The only story is going to be that it probably shouldn't have been a penalty. Leeds have a red card. What an L for them. Simply a stonewaller. Harry Kane has the opportunity. Can Onana redeem himself for that terrible error? Seems Casemiro has led to man mark certain players Musiala today, which hasn't been working. Yeah, he's just not up for it, is he? I can see Harry Kane's nipples. Kane loves a pen, especially in World Cups. Short run up for Harry Kane. This is to restore the 2-goal cushion. It's a really, really good penalty. Onana went the right way. Irrelevant. What a penalty that was. What a penalty. 3-1 Bayern Munich. Kane gets his first goal in the Champions League for Bayern Munich. Yeah, for me, that is nowhere a handball. Alex says definite handball. I'm not convinced, to be fair. For being fair, and I think I am. Yeah, no saving that. That is simply ridiculous. My prediction's right so far. It's a gorgeous penalty. Yeah. Onana does well to go the right way, but it's irrelevant. It is irrelevant. Now it's Onana, 13 shots on target, phased and 10 conceded. Is that actually real? Did we establish that's actually real? Hello, Owl. I was waiting for you. I don't think it's a penalty at Champions League are far more strict. Yeah, what's that all about? Why don't they just have a uniform rule of what handball is? What's that all about? Oh dear. It's just not going their way, is it? The correct decision was given, says Jack. No cap. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But there we go. 2-goal cushion is restored. It was 12 shots. Now that's quite interesting. This is on Claudio Bravo levels that we're dealing with. That's what's happening right now. Be right back. Going to pop into a shower for 10 minutes. Love that from you, Pug. Get clean. Get keen. Keeping clean. Keeping keen. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest. Salzburg win 2-0 now. L for my Portuguese side. They're in behind United again. And oh, Sane hits the post. Oh, that would have been glorious. Leroy. They really should have scored again, Alec, yeah. What's the difference between putting Thiago in goal and Onana? Yes, good question. TVM have to go off. I can't watch any more of this terrorism. Do you not just want to watch it for the vibes, though? I love Musiala. He's so fun. He's such a fun lad. They are indeed discombobulated.
Paddy McNair versus United on Friday.
Friday. Musiala is my only hope. For what an interesting game. His time might have come. Yeah, they got one good season out of him. I can't believe that. How much was Casemiro again? Give like a 5-year contract. No, 2-0 Salzburg, he said, Jack. No, I don't think that was a pen tab. The dark horses are cooking for Jack, absolutely. Fair play. Fair play. I'll go for Real Sociedad. Shout out David Silva. I really wish. Oh, Musiala. I love the way he dribbles. Here is Davis. Takes a good touch. I thought he was going to take a shot then on his right. Didn't want to go for it in the end. Here is Gnabry to take on Dallo. That's too much for Davis. It's like 60 mil. Obviously, he'll be on massive wages. and was given like a lifetime contract or whatever. Oh dear. It's simply not a good time. Lovely ball by Musiala, love that. Oh, Sane on his weaker right foot just couldn't quite get it in. Remember when the Rags beat City cheating 4 yards? Yeah, I mean, it was definitely offside. If I look at this United squad without knowing how much they spent, I still need a rebuild. Agreed. No, agreed. Look, there are injuries. I accept that, but at the same time, it's not really good enough. Musty got robbed. You can hold that. Exactly, Mo. Exactly. A lot of his own players down. A lot of his own players signed as well.
Me when Kudos pockets Trent on Sunday.
This United squad can beat the City squad. I mean, they can, but they really shouldn't because they are not good. They're really not good. I don't know, Musty. What a cutie. Open Meccano. Here's Harry Kane. Have a shot, mate. Oh, what a ball that is. Oh, it's good defending by Dallo in the end. I thought that was going to be a lovely ball by Harry. Look at you guys being... Look, this is charity for Will. What's going on? What's this all about? No more Upa Maguire. But I do like Hoyland, Cade. I agree. United like the Black Eyed Peas. Shit without Fergie. Do I Streamlabs? I do not, Snarmbreads. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? Is it down or something? Is it down? I gave them from it. Yeah, Musty's a generous god. Will, use a GIF, I dare you. Ah, well, I use it for the chat. To be fair. I do use it for the chat, so that would explain it. Thank you, Narmbread. Thank you for... So there you go, guys. It's not my fault that the chat's down. It's a streaming software. I like charitable acts. Taeb, you're simply a good man. It's a good turn into Regulon. United need a goal. So for the next 10 minutes, otherwise all hope is lost, I feel like. Rashford, good ball in. That could be a goal. Never mind, it's a terrible finish. From the left back. I don't mind if McCann aside from the stinkers he's had against City. I'm just simply not a fan. I like Kim, though. Kim's looked fun today. Game's over. Sadly, says Tayab. Look, hey, never say it's over until, it's over. It's not over. If you get a goal before the 80th minute, without conceding a goal, obviously, there's every chance you can get something from this game. I mean, the win's gone, obviously, but that's the same pen they gave United in the FA Cup final, by the way. Yeah, and that was also bollocks as well. I can't believe that. There's no sane United fan out there who thought that was a penalty. I mean, don't you remember, like, Gasky basically refused to celebrate that goal because he knew it was such a shambles of a decision. Justice served, says Jack. Grisham was behind. I mean, it wasn't a penalty either way.
Me watching Southampton bag their fourth. I'm going clinically insane.
Will. Cheeky little Henri smirk. That's an underused GIF, by the way. That's half price as well, because there's no audio. That's half price. Neither were penalties, to be fair. If we're being honest, and I think I am. I'm an honest guy. Wasn't a penalty. We've robbed so many pens, we got it coming, says Cade. What goes around, goes around. That's definitely the saying. I've definitely not butchered that. Kim on Palestri absolutely manhandles him and does so well there to clear it away. Davis gives it away there. Oh, Hoyland gives it away. There's a lot of giving away in this game. Very, very generous acts in this game. Here's Musiala. Look at him driving forwards. Look at his legs go. I love a limsy dribbler. Here's Harry Kane. Have a shot, mate. Straight into Onana. Gasky's a closeted City fan who's a bit too happy for you at the FA Cup final. Oi. Never insult Gasky. Yeah, the Henri one's 500. The other ones are 1,000 because, you know, they are more audio. Kane is holding his arse here. I think Martinez has been booked. What a surprise. This guy just, Will, I do like a limsy dribbler, though. Why is Martinez such a prick? He might be one of the most overrated defenders. He's just such a yellow card merchant, I swear down. Coman's coming on. He is just a really unlikable person, I feel like. Casemiro's an old man, get me out of this. Me and Gasky were talking about this on the podcast released today. We were saying how it's a bit of a Fabinho syndrome going on there. I'm a ref. I do not think that's a penalty. I agree, Owl. I totally agree. Never a penalty. Gnabry's off. Coman's on. He can't. He simply can't. This is why Fernandinho is clear. Every time I ever thought about how football is built, I take the piss out of myself of being like, no, you think, yeah. I just can't help but notice. I've noticed it with Nunes as well, Will. It's the same with Yaya Toure. He's a limsy dribbler. I like limsy dribblers. I feel like they're really hard to knock off the ball when they get into their full strides. It's like even De Bruyne. He's a bit of a limsy dribbler. We have Amrabat and Mino coming in. You need them ASAP, Tayab, because this Casemiro, Donny, is no Fernandinho. He cannot do the job on his own. Harry Kane. I thought he was going to play in that winger. Switches it to Leroy instead. He's got Davis in support. Goes for the shot, and Onana nearly fumbled that. I would love a City United in the final. Watch City embarrass them. Alex, sadly, United are nowhere near good enough to even top their group. Never mind, get to a final. That was a lovely dip. Yaya always seemed like he was about to lose the ball, but he was actually fully in control. Yeah, exactly. I love that. Twitch is broken. Sounds about right. Oh my god, I love these gifts, man. Oh gosh.
Martinez, knife, after dropping a masterclass, he committed 9 yellow card offences.
Oh gosh, you might have a chance, yeah. I can see you like maybe drawing somewhere else, but Bayern basically winning all their games, to be honest. I think second's probably where you should be aiming for. To be fair. I think that's about right. Moses, you had a chance to say. Then Onana decided to be a mad lad.
I prefer really not to.
So it seems, Will.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
I predicted Bowen would be better than Sancho. The first predicted Jude would join Real. I also predicted Bowen over Saka. Eyes.
Eyes. I like the text to speak with the emojis. Eyes. Doku against Dalla. Oh, that is going to be hilarious. Doku is so fun, man. Eyes. Yeah, exactly, Tom. That's so class. Good work, Musty.
United fans, when Onana catches a cross, they're losing 15-0.
I love some of the words it struggles on. Why did it struggle to say cross when cross? Right, Bayern coming forwards again. Could they make it even worse? Look at Coman run. Look at him up against Martinez, who is now on a yellow. He's got to be careful. Look at his feet. Goretzka pops one in. Leroy, header back, but there's no one there. Red card Barella. God, what is going on with Inter? How do these lads get to how do these lads get to the final? They had one of the easiest runs I've seen. Like, they played like 2 Italian sides, it's like, and like 2 clapped Portuguese sides. It's like, how have you achieved this? Simply, how have you achieved this? Bloody Bayern and Real Madrid. I know we played Leipzig, but still. Bloody Real Madrid. Defending European champions. 24 minutes played. It's not looking good for United, to be fair. Inter struggling with life without Onana and Lukaku. Bloody Lukaku, man. I will, Musty. Don't worry. I will. I've got plenty more to add. They were good, but it's another. But do you know what I mean? It's. I'm not saying that they're bad, but it's another Italian side. I think that in general, you would rather play someone from your own league rather than not, if that makes sense. And as a mistake doesn't excuse how bad they were after the goal, but it started it. Yeah, it doesn't excuse like the. Yeah, totally agree. You can't then capitulate and concede 5 minutes later. That is just not good enough. McHart failure midfield. Shut up, Jack. Shut up. Oh dear. Well, United have been better than I thought they were going to be. But they've still been stinky. Depends how you match up with them. Inter beat Napoli a few times last season. Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. It's obviously an opposition who you're more experienced against. Harry Kane taking a long shot. Is that going to go out for a corner? Nope. Havertz has a higher sofa score rating than Rice. Do you have a Rice agenda now, DR? Is that the new state of play? That's a Willism, DR. Streets are saying he dropped a stinger because of sofa score. That's a big boy Willism. McSauce is coming on. Is that for Ericsson, I think? Red card overturned. What an L. Let's have a look at the scores around the grounds just to see if anything else has happened. If I've missed anything. Napoli still winning 1-0. Sevilla drawing. Real Sociedad still winning. Arsenal winning 3-0. Benfica losing at home 2-0 to Salzburg. Will, shut up. After watching this, I've solidified my opinion. We slap up everyone in this year's Champions League. Yeah, well, so far, I mean, I would like to see I'm excited to see Arsenal against a good side. I'm excited to see Napoli against a good side. Everyone else, I'm not really, and Barca as well. Anyone else, I'm not really that interested in. It would be interesting to see what we see. In a world of pure imagination. There's a lot of shit. Come on, United. You've got 21 minutes left. All you need is one more goal inside the next 10-15 and you've got a half chance. Do something. Real Madrid are thick because when they have Vinny fit, but just the names in that squad are silly. Yeah, look, and they are Real Madrid in the Champions League. That's a good turn by Højlund. Being able to get hold of the ball. Can they clear their lines? Yes, they can. Well done. I like a winger who tracks back. You'll love Jack Grealish then, Tayab. Yeah. It's a love-hate relationship. Leroy, get your afro back, mate. You were better when you had that. You look so pretty. Young boys. I mean, they're going to be the whipping boys, surely. Madrid can always win it. They stunk in 21-22. Yeah, there have been a couple campaigns where they've stunk, but they've still won it. And that one season where Bayern was so much better than them, and there was that at least 2 bizarre refereeing decisions that went in their favour, and they somehow snuck through to the final. Garnacho off the bench to do what? Kim, that's a bad boy, mate. You've just given it away, silly Billy. Right, Garnacho, right? He's got, I saw it on Twitter today. He's got a Prison Break sleeve, like going down his arm. And you're like, okay, whatever. You enjoy the show. Fine. One of the characters that he's got on his sleeve is Teabag, who is a murdering paedophile. Isn't that a bit weird to have a pedo on your arm? Isn't that a little bit weird? I don't know. Yeah? What? I think that's a little bit weird, personally. Normally you have things on your... you normally like tattoo stuff where it's like, oh yeah, I can relate to this, this means something. He's gone for a nonce. Shut up. Teabag looks like Gary Neville. Hello, Angus, how are you? Where am I up to in Prison Break? Teabag's just been caught out as not being Cole Pfeiffer. And once again, he's been kidnapped and is being tortured. How is he going to get out of this one arbitrarily? I swear it's like the 4th time Teabag's been tied up and tortured. Of course you do, Jack. Don't spoil it, Isabel. Shut up. Are you actually going to watch it? It's a good point, Will. Yeah, it is bigger. Even that Ahmad guy, Ahmad Diallo, didn't he like do a clapping thing for Greenwood coming on? Like, what is wrong with that club? What is wrong with that institution? Apart from Adubi's pen and shit keeping error not too bad. Yeah, it's not been terrible. I might do Tayab. Maybe that's Garnacho's new nickname. Cheeky little teabag. Teabagging on COD Modern Warfare 2. What a time to be alive. Memories. Oh, excuse me. G-bag. Bloody G-bag. Love that. Did somebody say just eat? You know, they got a menu log in Australia. Super Moting's coming on. How on earth has this guy conned himself a career this good? 4-0 to the arse. Huge. Should make his celebration go and teabag the opposition keeper. I rate that. Just commit a bit of assault. Why not? I keep saying there's time for United to do something here, but it's not looking good. Erdegaard has scored. What a cheeky guy.
Erect Tenshag saying eras come to an end when his most expensive signing is a fidget spinner and having Ericsson in midfield.
Bloody Anthony, eh? What's going on there? From Stoke to PSG and Bayern, what a downhill spiral. I just don't know how he's done it. Just don't really get it. It's like Morata. How has he gone to all the great clubs he's gone to? I don't really like Morata. I don't think he's that good. Fall from grace. Delo's on 1 tackle. Rice still 0. If both get 1 more tackle, then I'll have lost £34, but I don't see that. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think you made the right decision. Get Dwayne Pipe on. What is that, Scampy? Morata's class. I don't like Morata. I simply don't like him. As a human being, I don't know him. Morata only plays for Spain, yeah. I think he's like their 4th top scorer or something for Spain. Leroy, have a shot, mate. Shades of Liverpool. Oh, it's a bad ball. Weird thing is, most of the Anthony stuff is from before he joined. How does no one at the club know about it? I don't know, Angus. You'd assume background checks are done, but I just don't know. I like it for that game against Liverpool. Oh, yeah, well, that was a great game. That was a great game. Musiala's coming off. He's been great. Love him. Bit of Musiala. Could have represented England. Chose not to. Morata's a money laundering scheme. That's what Lukaku is, to be fair. Isn't he the player who's had the most transfer fees ever spent on him or something ridiculous? I know inflation's a thing, but, you know. Casemiro has been saved to stay up, yeah. United need to take the Liverpool approach, scout the player's human side too. You'd think that would be obvious, but obviously not. Why do we have to wait 3 days for Jezebel? Fair as well. Musiala, finally Hargreaves and Fletcher can get his cock out their mouths. He has been great, to be fair. Oh, Neymar. Ah, oh, fair enough. I thought Lukaku's collective fees may have outdone it. Here is Leroy. Is that after the Saudi transfer? Is that what's like taking him over the edge? Have a shot from outside the box, I dare you. Leroy, stop trying to do intricate passing just on the edge of the box. It's not your game. Just whack it. What's happened to De Ligt? Is he still going? Is he injured or does he just not start? Got it, Musty. That makes sense then. Kane's even trying his England antics for Bayern. He's trying the Pirlo role. Hello, Vishesh. How are you doing? I'm doing great. City win, United lose. Never felt more like singing the blues. Don't blame him. Southgate would still pick Hendo because he's never let us down yet. He's on the bench. Fair play. I just don't really... I feel like De Ligt... Ten Hag must be desperate to sign De Ligt. That ball's actually worked out for Lima. Reguilon shits the bed. Brilliant. This should be a goal. Oh, it's a good interception, actually. By Dallo. Harry Kane. Into Coman. Into Lima. That's a good cross back, is it? No. Good clearance. Regulon just sort of fell over. That was hilarious. It was Regulon Musty. How come they never checked Davis kneeing Plestri before he then got the ball through his legs? I think he won it cleanly, to be fair. Vicious says De Gea was better than Onana. It was a terrible mistake by Onana. Really, really bad. I can hear the Bayern coach popping off. Yeah, he did win the ball, I think. They zoomed in on it. It was a very good challenge through the legs, but he did indeed win the ball. Reguilon's only memorable moment was that own goal in 2021. I remember when he came to Spurs, and there was loads of hype about him, and then just sort of never happened. Which is a shame. Did expect Lima to be Bayern's right back when they signed him, says Jack. He's done bits today. Kane taking a shot. Well blocked. Challenges Martinez in the air and beats him. It's a good save that by Onana. From Choupo-Moting, I think it was. Comfortable height, maybe. Not quite in the corner. Not sure about that one, Angus. It's a good save. It's the save I expect him to make, but it's still a good save, nevertheless. Not quite in the corner. Good idea, though. Look at that. Bayern's little 6. Can City make it 2 this season? Yeah, 1920 definitely didn't happen, I agree. Didn't we still win the League Cup that year, though, to be fair? It's been 6 mistakes in 6 games. It wasn't any keeper in the Premier League. That didn't count as a Dalot tackle. I don't know how. How weird. It is weird, like, how they make, like, the official stats and stuff. Like, Doku, I'm sure he had way more take-ons than he actually officially did. City are in their own category in this Champions League. Under them, I'd have Barca, Arsenal, Napoli. But yeah, I agree, Mo, to be fair. I don't think so, Angus. It wasn't a penalty for me. I mean, they shouldn't have done anyway. It's just it's a weird higher standard for, or a lower standard, I guess, for the Champions League. I don't know why. You'd think there'd just be a universal FIFA rule. I don't know. Leroy beating Dalot there too easily. Kane trying to find Leroy. Works out because McSauce missed it. Here is Coman. Takes a shot and straight to Onana. UEFA Champions League ABK hasn't gone. What's that, Jack? There was a 3-minute video of Doku taking on players last night. I love that. Yeah, I agree. Definitely not a pen. Definitely not. Easy save, just hits it straight out of Onana. Take on is defo weird. I think the player has to be square on. If he's just quicker, then it doesn't count. Yeah, it's very... He just seemed to do it every time he got the ball. I was like, well, he's taking him on there, surely, and there, and there, and there. Look at Upamecano striding forwards. Get this pass right, mate, and you could be a hero. Here is Coman playing someone. Oh, Upamecano actually got in the way. Oh, dear. Oh, it was a tackle. Oh, Will. Do you just need a Rice tackle now for you to have lost that money? Ericsson get his arm removed. Exactly, yeah, it's silly. G-Bag is coming on. And Martial. It's Dire Straits time. Hoyland off. This is like the anti-bringing on Phillips. Good work then, Will. Good work. Martial. Is he one of the biggest disappointments in football history? That sounds like a very harsh statement. But he came to United in, what was it, 2016? And obviously the infamous Ballon d'Or clause. And just had, like, what, that one decent season at United. But apart from that, it's just been a nothing player. I like the look of Haaland, Tayab. I know it's harsh, but he's got... Is he not up there? Just in terms of, like, what he was touted as being. Ballon d'Or clause is insane for what he is now. Hazard at Real Madrid, says Musty. Or I'm thinking more just as a player generally. I think he was like 50 million, and that was in like 2016. Or thereabouts. A lot of money base, and he was what 18 years old, I think. Came from Monaco, you know, lots of Henry comparisons. Had that debut goal where unreal finish against Liverpool. He was hardly even good. Everyone hyped him because Martin Tyler spunked himself. Exactly that. Oh, yes! Is what he did. Oh, Kimmich making a mistake. Irrelevant. Coutinho joined Barca and knocked them out of the Champions League with Bayern. But Coutinho was still like a good player for like a decent amount of seasons. Do you know what I mean? He weirdly had mental upper body strength running in from the wing. NHS, Rashford, Greenwood and Martial. Oh dear. They can simply hold that, honestly. Lima doing absolute bits. I think he's been one of Bayern's best players today, you know. Is there another goal in this game? Davis is a quick lad. He's a pacey boy. Martial's been questioned often if he was better a winger or a striker until 2 years ago. In my head, he was always a... Oh, again, too central, that shot. In my head, Martial was always a player that you play on the left to then cut inside. I don't think Martial was ever good enough to be a striker. But he was never going to be that guy when Rashford's in existence. It's Davies. Yeah, not Davis. Davies. That makes sense. Coutinho flop career, awful filler. I just mean like I don't even mean I don't even mean flop signings. I just mean like, you know, sort of like like potential never realised, that sort of vibe. It's a good ball by Rashford. G-Bag fucks it. WWE reportedly want Ronaldo as a superstar guest. 5-time Ballon d'Or winner will receive a large appearance fee if he agrees to appear alongside John Cena. It is. What is happening? Definitely not. Definitely not. There was that one... I don't know if it was like Rooney at a wrestling event or a boxing event, like Rooney pretending to knock someone out or something. Maybe Mo. People would point to the Juve seasons and the World Cup, but I think that's definitely got to be up there as well. I agree. For sure. For sure. Rooney, is that the one I'm thinking of, Jack? Is that the one? Don't really know what was happening there. Mourinho in the WWE crowd that one time. Okay, did not know that happened. There we go. Yeah, Bayern might have the best sleeve sponsor ever. I do love the Audi badge. As I understand it, Audi are a massive shareholder in Bayern Munich. So, you know, they can have a go at City for their shenanigans, but... Neymar could have amounted to so much more. True, but to be fair, he did reach an unreal level at one point. Sancho is a good shout, Will, yeah. Sancho's playing clubs right now. Sancho being happy to England's #1 prospect. I don't even think he starts for QPR. Yeah, he's a bit of a clapped lad nowadays. What a lovely touch. I think that was by Coman. That was lovely. Yeah, Bayern playing with a lot more confidence in this second half. This was missing some stuff like from the opening 30 or so minutes. Is Leroy. Good block by Casemiro. Dele Alli. Yeah. That's another one. Just need to take our losses, says Taab, and sell him. Probably. Who do you even sell him to, though? Who even would want him? Because it's got to be someone who can match his wages, unless Sancho wants to take a massive pay cut, and he doesn't strike me as that sort of person. So, it's got to be another top club, or, you know, Saudi. Would Saudi even want him? He actually is. That's hilarious, man. Muller's coming on. Alexis Sanchez. But again, he did reach a really high level at Arsenal for a good period of time. And he was sick for Chile as well. Real Madrid want Garnacho. Why? Why? Lukaku at Chelsea. Again, that should have worked. Lukaku's second stint at Chelsea should have worked. And yet. What are these changes? Leroy. No, don't take off Leroy. He's my boy. He's my boy. West Brom Lukaku was an absolute animal. Everton Lukaku, an absolute animal. Terrifying player. He was only like 18 or 19 at West Brom as well. Insane. Harry Kane's off. He's got his penalty. He's happy. He's a happy lad. Muller. I remember when they drew 5-0 with United. Yeah, that was a great one. That was Fergie's last ever game. That was the season where Lukaku did this ridiculous overhead kick, but Joe Hart managed to save it. I remember that. We somehow won that game at West Brom. Good times. Oh, Inter have equalised. Come on, Real Sociedad. What are you playing at? What are you playing at, guys? This was a debate a couple of days ago. Peak Falcao or peak Costa? Probably Falcao, because Atletico Madrid Falcao was ridiculous. But if it's overall, Diego Costa easily. Falcao just had too many stinkers. After his Atletico Madrid times. United and Chelsea. Oh, Casemiro somehow put the ball in the back of the net. Hello. Hello. Look, guys, extra time. Bayern are so bad defensively, by the way. For that one season, Will, yeah, true, you're not wrong, you're not wrong. I mean, I saw that in person at the Etihad. That was not a fun time. I think Martial's onside. It's a very I mean, it's incredibly fortunate, but who cares? He scores whilst on the floor. Yeah, United and Chelsea Falcao were absolutely reeked. Even was it Porto? Falcao was brilliant because Falcao was the Aguero replacement at Atletico. And yeah, he was a demon. I remember especially his FIFA 12 card was so annoying to come up against as well. He had like 90 heading or something ridiculous. It's a very well taken goal on the floor. Fortunate, but you take those. The goal has been given. It's 3-2. But yeah, Mo, to answer your question, if it's like a one-off season, I'm taking Falcao. If it's overall, though, it's got to be Costa. He was insane, Mo, but I don't think it's quite... Again, if we're talking about, you know, an individual season, I think I'm going to take Falcao. I can only remember the Champions League Monaco Falcao season. And but Willie, it was to take that, but turn it up to, like, I don't know, 11. I don't know the exact stats, but... He got something like 30-odd goals in around 30 games in La Liga that season. And that was when La Liga wasn't clapped. That was when it was, you know, 2012 La Liga. That's when it was hype. Wasn't that Real Madrid getting like 100 points? And Pep's Barcelona. Like, that was when La Liga was good. Got to nab a cheeky draw. If they get a cheeky draw here, I mean... Oh, it's a foul earlier. What a shame. I thought it was a penalty. That Falcao Monaco Champions League. It was Oswell. How did he do that? I mean, that Monaco side was so fun. Mbappe, Falcao, Lamar, Bernardo Silva, Bakayoko, Fabinho, Mendy. Absolutely unreal. Martial there. That is Henry-esque, says Dayab. I remember falling at the World Cup back then was a demon. It was 2010, yeah. He was the only player who could actually hit that ball. I think he scored like 2 free kicks and a couple of long shots. Everyone else just couldn't get a hold of that ball. Martial must have heard Nobbins. Yeah, he heard me having a go and he was like, right, I'm going to prove this little bitch wrong. Again, Bayern have made this so much trickier for themselves. And unless they sort themselves out as the campaign goes on, they really should not be one of the favourites. I think Bayern are third favourites. And they've not been convincing on any level. United scoring would be really funny, yeah. Here we go. Bayern coming forwards to Muller! And they hit the post again, Bayern Munich! Oh, dearie me, that's the second time they've hit the woodwork. Oh, goodness me. I don't think United deserve a point, by the way. Kimmich, good ball in. Oh, what a goal. I don't know who that was. It's a substitute. What a finish that is. And there we go. 4-2. That is game. What a lovely finish that was. Into the roof. Boom. You're not wrong, Will. Again, on paper, this should be an easy City Champions League victory. But, you know. Are they playing the bloody Can-Can song? It's a great finish. How long have they been doing that then? Yeah, we should have beaten Lyon. You know, we should have beaten all those sides, and yet. Lovely ball by Kimmich. Lovely touch. Roof of the net, bam. 2-1 Napoli gods. Why did Braga just want a bottle? Watch Kimmich chip a ball in at the edge of the box under no pressure. Not like we're losing or anything, yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was, Kazoo. So therefore, it impacted. It was something to do with like, so goalkeepers normally, like a ball acts a certain way, depending on wind resistance. So a goalkeeper can tell normally like where a ball is going to shift in the air, but because it was so round or whatever, it would like dip and swerve at the last second. So it meant that it was a nightmare for keepers. Tells moved me every game I've seen him cameo in, says Will. Is this his debut season? I don't recognize him. It should be, Mo. It should be. But, you know, we might come up against it might be, you know, like a versus Spurs situation in 2019 where they just happen to knock us out on the day. It's one of those. It's not his first season. So when was his breakout season, Jack? Because I don't recognize him. How much did he play last season? Regularly in the second half. Okay. Fair do. So it was last season his breakout. Oh, there we go. A good endeavour and good effort by United to, you know, try to keep going forwards, but they have conceded a lot of silly goals. Bayern also hit the woodwork twice. And if you concede, you know, 3-4 goals, it's incredibly unlikely you're going to get something from it. Another free kick to United. We're always good against Arse, even now. They're good, says Kazoo. Let's hope we can keep that going. Any other shocks? Just having a look at the scores. So Real Madrid won 1-0. Galatasaray drew against Copenhagen 2-2. Bayern are going to beat United 4-2. Salzburg have beaten Benfica 2-0. Napoli about to beat Braga 2-1. Arsenal beat PSV 4-0. Sevilla drawing against Lyon 1-1. Real Madrid drawing against Inter 1-0. He is indeed, Will. He is a 20-year-old lad. Right, ball in from Bruno. It's gone in. What's going on? Oh, that's going to be the end of it, though. I don't know what Bayern are playing at, man. What is this game? What a weird end to it. These two defenses have been terrible, man. Is it a Bruno goal? Did it take a touch? I think it's a Casemiro goal, you know. Yeah, it is. Casemiro brace. All irrelevant. Checking for a potential offside, but I thought he was on. This is Bayern's main team, by the way, says Teb. Yeah, I'm not really scared of Bayern Munich at all, unless they sort themselves out later down the line. What a wacky game. 7 goals. And it's a goal. It's been given. How odd. There we go, 4-3, but surely the referee's going to blow for full time in like the next 10 seconds. Bayern players are imploring. And there we go, full time. Mo, what did he say? Sorry. He said, Tears Casemiro double. He said, what is this game? Oh, what I think limits the chances of that happening is back in the day, teams had different systems and some of them perfectly counter cities. Nowadays, everybody's just a worse version of what City are, which would make an upset tricky. Look, we're simply trailblazers. That's all it is. Everyone wants to be like Pep. Everyone wants to be like City. Never felt more like singing the blues. City win, United lose. Oh, City. Harry Payne disaster class, unfortunately. Yeah, it was an interesting game from an offensive standpoint. I will, Jack. We'll stay live until all the games are finished. However, there are 7 goals. I thought the quality of football was really bad for the most part, both going forwards and defensively. Bayern are not good. I agree, Mo. We knew United weren't good, but yeah, Bayern are not going to win the Champions League. But for them, either improving to a ridiculous degree or getting very lucky. I do think Arsenal are going to do really well this campaign. I've got them for at least the quarters. They could definitely get the semis depending on who they come up against. Quite easily, I think. Yeah, it was a really weird 7-goal game. Didn't feel like one at all. Didn't feel like one at all. A full-time Sevilla 1, Lyon 1. Full-time Arsenal 4, PSV 0. Obviously full-time here, Bayern 4, United 3. We are still going. We're in the 97th minute in the Real Sociedad Inter game. 94th in Benfica Salzburg, 94th in Braga Napoli. There we go. The next stream, by the way, chaps, is the football quiz on Friday. So make sure to join me for that at 10 p.m. We'll end the stream when all the games finish. Pumping Arsenal 4-0 at the Etihad in Champions League knockout would hit like crack. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine the scenes? Is it full-time in Sociedad? 1-1 there. Real Sociedad against Inter. Try the crossover grid. What does that mean? What does that mean, Tayab? Oh, do you mean like the footy nuts and crosses thing? Bayern players are sat down for some reason. Is that just a thing that Bayern do regularly? I don't know. I saw that clip. Was it like a Lyon fan shouting at the players? I thought that was really funny. I don't really know what happened there. No idea what he was saying, but I thought it was fun. I'll die on the sword that Davies ran into Plestri before winning the ball. You do it on your own. Or maybe I'll have a go at it at some point. Teb, is that we've got to like, and it's like percentages. You've got to get the lowest percentage. Oh yeah, I've played that before. We're still going in the Braga Napoli game in the 95th minute, and indeed the Benfica Salzburg game. We're not missing any late goals today. Was it Lyon, Musty? And they are a shit show. Poor Lyon. Remember when they used to be good? Memories like the ones I used to know. I think it's been a long time since Lyon were good. When was the last time they won League? 2009? Question mark? I don't know. That's a guess. Sounds about right, though. Paul Scholes says they're capable of scoring goals. They are, but they're also capable of conceding them. If you're going to have a goal sound, at least make it good. Not some shitty yabba dabba too. Yeah, they are terrible, aren't they, Tayab? They are simply terrible. Can these games end? Why are we in the 96th minute? Why do we need so much added time? Answer, we don't. Answer, we don't. What's this? Well, I've got to change my BT to TNT. Why couldn't they have just stayed the same, man? Braga almost equalised. What are Napoli playing at? What are they playing at? I want that to be close between Napoli and Real Madrid. In terms of who's coming first and second. Lyon have played 5 games, got 2 points, scored 3, conceded 10. Christ, what is going on? What a shit show. How is their manager still in paid employment? We're in the 97th minute, still 2-1 and 2-0. I mean, all rating apps are terrible, to be fair. Because all they do is base it off stats. Like, you know, chances created and goals and assists and da-da-da-da. That sort of thing. In which game, Jack? Mine's a little bit delayed, it seems. Mine still says 97th minute. Oh, here we go. Full time in the Benfica Salzburg game, 2-0. And in the Napoli one as well, 2-1. Well, there we go, guys. No late surprises. Crazy game. Crazy 4-3. I do think Bayern deserved the win. Can't lie, despite the weird refereeing error. But guys, really hope you have enjoyed the stream and the watch along. We'll be back on Friday at 10 p.m. for the football quiz. Saturday, I'll be going to the football, so no stream then. And on Sunday, we'll be doing the Walking Dead and the North London Derby, so make sure to join me for that one. But until Friday for the football quiz, guys, I'm off. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Bye.